My daughter is one of this season's buds, too.
Really? Where was she presented?
Right here in Carson.
You mean the girls have a formal debut here in Carson?
Certainly. Catherine was presented at the Thanksgiving Assembly.
Oh, did you hear that, Jody? I heard. I had no idea that in a remote outpost like this you have... Minnie.
Oh.
If you don't mind, Maya. Oh, I really must apologize.
Well, how did you...
Oh, she's only here temporarily.
It was Mark Tabor's doings.
Mark Tabor? Why, that young scamp. Wait till I tell him what I think of him.
I already have.
Why, to steal Minnie right out of my household. What? Your household? I've been absolutely lost since she quit. Why, Minnie knows the social ropes like nobody else in the capital. Well, she was invaluable in the governor's mansion. An authority on protocol. But if Mark Tabor told her to work for you, that's all there was to it. She adores him. And so do we all. He's one of Nevada's most brilliant young men. But I'm sure you've already discovered that.
There were other callers at the Trumbull house the next 2 days. Every one of them leaving the proper number of calling cards in the card tray which Minnie placed beside the door. But Mark Tabor's wasn't among them. And on New Year's Eve, Dodie lay in bed and listened to the carriages rolling by, taking folks to the ball she had spurned, and the faint strains of a dance orchestra. Clear and warm, and around the middle of the morning, having retired early the night before, the Trumbulls started for a walk.
Go back.
Oh, we're just taking a little walk, Minnie. A constitutional.
Ladies not walk on New Year's Day. Gentlemen walk. Only with high silk hat on head.
Sorry, Minnie. I didn't bring my silk hat to Carson City.
Well, it never occurred to him that he'd need it.
Stay in house, then.
Well, you're not serious.
Come along, dear, if Minnie says so.
Oh, but surely...
Minnie is an authority on protocol.
Oh?
You too.
I feel like taking a walk. Nobody's going to stop me.
Please, let me by.
I'm not going back into the house. I want some fresh air. Oh, you have no right to...
You spoiled brat. You want Minnie spank?
Don't you dare.
Then march in house. Get dressed. Best clothes.
Well, I must say that I feel something of a fool. All dressed up and no place to go.
Minnie knows best, dear.
Do you realize where we'd be going if we were back in Washington? To the president's reception at the White House.
Me get. The Attorney General and the Secretary of State for Nevada.
Hello, Ray. Good to see you again. Yes, it's the regular New Year's custom in Carson City. Before the day is over, you will receive several hundred gentlemen callers.
Several hundred?
Oh, yes.
Oh, how perfectly delightful. Will you excuse me a moment?
My first trip out west, and I think I'm going to like it.
Very much.
Wonderful.
Excuse me, I want to speak to my daughter. There are hundreds on the way.
Really? Washington was nothing like this.
But what am I going to feed them? Oh, dear. Ray, I was just going to ask Minnie to make some coffee. I had no idea there'd be so many this afternoon. Oh, I just don't know what we're going to...
Make way, clear track.
Oh, Minnie, what have you there?
Heap eggnog.
And is it heap good? The White House never served anything to touch it.
Give me some. I
night.
Mark.
Happy New Year.
For me?
Mm-hmm. Just one of our funny customs. Instead of flowers, we give gloves. Since fresh flowers aren't obtainable out here in the wilderness.
You're laughing at me, but I deserve it.
No, laughing with you.
Why didn't you tell me, Mark? Carson City is the most formal place in the whole United States, outside of Washington, D.C., where ladies have at homes and girls make debuts, and where nobody calls without leaving cards, and where the...
And were there no straw rides?
What a fool you must have thought me.
Darling, no, just
provincial.
that was inexcusable of me.
It's so true. I did think that Washington was the beginning and end of everything, and that men with titles were...
Eggnog.
I might have a title myself someday. Governor of the Sagebrush State.
We teach her. She make good first lady.
To us and to little Washington.
Nevada.
Dodie.
Carson City is still the smallest capital in the United States and one of the best. But if you go there today, don't worry about calling cards and a high hat.